On the morning of April 3, 2026, 5 weeks into the war between the United States, Israel, and Iran, an F-15E Strike Eagle was shot down over Isfahan province. The two-seat fighter carried a pilot and a weapons systems officer, a colonel with top-secret knowledge of U.S. operations across the Gulf. Both men ejected. Their parachutes drifted apart over the Zagros Mountains. The pilot landed in reachable terrain. Within hours, 2 HH-60 combat rescue helicopters fought their way in to extract him. Both took hits from Iranian ground fire. Several crew members were wounded. Trailing black smoke, the helicopters limped to Kuwait. The pilot was safe.
The colonel was not. He had landed miles away on a steep mountainside, twisting his ankle badly on the rocks. Alone, injured, 200 miles from any friendly border, he did the only thing his training allowed. He moved. Using his SERE survival training, he climbed a 7,000-foot ridgeline and wedged himself into a narrow crevice in the limestone. He kept his emergency beacon to brief, intermittent bursts to avoid Iranian direction finding. Then he waited.
Iran celebrated the shoot-down immediately. State television broadcast wreckage footage. The IRGC cordoned off the mountain province and sent search teams into the Zagros. Local Bakhtiari tribesmen, armed with hunting rifles, intimately familiar with the terrain, joined the hunt. An anchor on Iranian state TV urged the public to find the enemy pilot, offering a $60,000 reward. For Tehran, capturing a senior American officer would be a propaganda triumph. In Washington, the mood was grim. Trump's national security team gathered in the Situation Room. The colonel was status unknown. Drones couldn't find him. His beacon signal was faint and intermittent, possibly a trap. He had transmitted a cryptic two-word radio message. God is good. Officials couldn't confirm it was really him.
The CIA took the lead. Using classified capabilities, the agency worked to locate and verify the colonel's identity. They launched a deception campaign inside Iran, spreading false word through channels the IRGC monitored that the airman had already been found and was being moved over land. While Tehran chased the Phantom, the CIA pinpointed the colonel's position in his mountain crevice and sent the coordinates to the Pentagon. Trump ordered an immediate rescue.
The plan was audacious. 2 MC-130J Commando 2 Special Operations transports would fly at extreme low altitude into Iran and land on an abandoned dirt airstrip 14 miles north of Shareza in Isfahan province. Inside their cargo holds roughly 100 special operations personnel, including operators believed to be from SEAL Team 6 and at least 2 AH-6 Little Bird attack helicopters from the 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment, the Night Stalkers. The Little Birds, small enough to fit inside a C-130, could be rolled out, assembled, armed, and airborne within minutes.
Under cover of darkness, the MC-130Js penetrated Iranian airspace at treetop level, landed on the dirt strip, and disgorged their cargo. The Night Stalkers had the Little Birds flying in minutes. More than 150 aircraft provided an overhead umbrella. Fighters, bombers, drones, electronic warfare platforms, jamming Iranian radar and systematically bombing roads around the area to prevent anyone from approaching. Satellite imagery later showed at least 28 precision craters along converging roads.
The Commandos scaled the ridge. They found the crevice. They found the colonel, alive, wounded, dehydrated, but conscious. They pulled him out, wrapped him in a thermal blanket, and began moving him downhill toward the airstrip. The Ah-6 Little Birds orbited overhead, their miniguns suppressing Iranian forces trying to converge on the area. A firefight broke out. Air Force jets dropped precision munitions on Iranian positions. 4 Iranian military officers were killed, including a brigadier general.
The colonel reached the airstrip. The mission had been nearly flawless. Then the 2 MC-130Js wouldn't start, whether from mechanical failure or from becoming mired in the soft desert surface. Neither aircraft could take off. 100 commandos and their rescued colonel were stranded 200 miles inside Iran. One official later described the moment. If there was a holy shit moment, that was it. The commanders improvised. Additional smaller aircraft were ordered to fly into Iran and extract the force in waves.
For several tense hours, the Commandos waited on the strip while replacement turboprops landed, loaded, and departed in sequence. When the last Americans were aboard, demolition charges were set. Thermite ignited across 2 MC-130Js and at least 4 helicopters, including the Night Stalker Little Birds packed with classified technology. The aircraft burned. Shortly after midnight on April 6th, Trump posted 2 words on Truth Social. "We got him." He called it one of the most daring rescue operations in U.S. history.
No Americans were killed. The colonel survived and was expected to fully recover. Iranian state media broadcast images of the smoldering wreckage, the charred hulks of C-130s, the distinctive rotor mast of a little bird. Tehran claimed victory, but the Americans were gone, and they had their colonel. The ghost of Desert One, the catastrophic 1980 rescue failure in the Iranian desert that killed 8 Americans and saved no one, had finally been answered 46 years later on a dirt strip south of Isfahan.